Welcome, Mark here again. Today I want to talk to you about two different knots that I think you'll find useful when you're out camping. These knots can be used to set up a tarp over your tent or over your picnic area. You can also use it as a guy line on your tent, and it's just a useful all-around knot. It's two different knots, and in combination they work very well together. So let's go ahead and go through it. So the first knot I'm going to show you is going to be the bowline. So if you come in closer, I'll show you what it looks like. Now, the bowline is really good when you want to tie your knot or a rope to a fixed anchor point. So let's use this tree as an example of what we want to tie to. So I'm just going to do it silently so you can watch, and then we'll go over in steps afterwards. And that's what it looks like. Let's do it together in steps. The bowline, first thing you do is you make a loop. Okay, now the very important thing is you want the top of the loop, the rope on top of your loop, going towards your anchor, not towards you. So if you have it this way, top of the loop is going towards you, you know you have it wrong. So just flip it over, make sure the top of the loop is going towards your anchor. Okay, now first step, the rope's going to come out of the hole just like so, step one. Okay, now next step is you want to go on the other side of the loop and take your rope and bring it down, just like so. And then after that, you want to go underneath your main line, like so. Once you're underneath your main line, you can just switch hands, grab that length of rope, and you want to pull it back in the hole. So in it goes again. With your other hand, you can go start pulling it tight. Now what you want to see is going towards your anchor point. You want that short strand and a long strand. You want them parallel, and you can pinch these two strands and take your long strand on the other side, just pull it tight. Just like so. That's the bowline knot. Anytime you do a knot, you always want to dress it up afterwards. So you want to make sure you pull it tight. Just make sure it's nice and snug, so it's going to hold its shape. Okay, so now you got one end fixed. Now you want to tie the other end, and that's when tying a knot to a fixed anchor is easy. You can use pretty much any knot. The problem you encounter is on the other end, because you want your rope to be taut if you're setting up a guy line for a tarp. So let's just go through how you can do that. What you want to do on the other end is you want to make a trucker's hitch. Now I use an improved trucker's hitch. I use a slightly different knot just to make it more efficient. So that if you use a rope, that's less good quality, it just creates less tension on the rope, so there's more chance it's going to hold up. All right. Let's go through it. I'll do it silently, and we'll go over it in steps. It's called a directional figure eight. Let's go over it in steps together. So you want to grab both ends of your rope. First step is you make a loop going towards your anchor point you just tied, not towards the anchor point you're tying now. So you're going away from where you're tying to. So you make a loop away from where you're tying to. Same thing as the bowline. You want to make sure the top of the loop, that rope, is going towards your anchor point. Okay, so if you have it like that, that's no good. The top of the rope's going towards your other anchor. So you want to make sure the top of your loop is on top, going towards your anchor. Once you have that, you want to pinch your loop in place. You want to grab your top of your loop and you want to go underneath. Step 1, just on the back side there. Okay, step 2, you just want to bring it all the way around, like so. And step 3, you go all the way over again. Okay, and then step 4, you keep wrapping all the way around, and you're going to bring it in that loop that's left where you're pinching the rope. Okay, and then you grab the loop that's made, your rope that's going to your anchor, pinch that, grab your other end of rope, and you pull it tight. Cinch your knot. Okay, and what you have left is a directional figure 8. So now your loop is going towards your anchor, and you're going to see in a minute why that's important. Okay, so once you create your directional figure 8, now you can complete your trucker's hitch. So you've got your handy little loop here. All you have to do is make a loop on your rope, hook it right through that loop, pull it all the way through. Okay, now you can create as much tension as you want on this rope. You already have your end tied up with a bowline, or whichever knot you prefer to use. Now on this end, you can cinch it tight, pull it tight. Once you have it the right tightness and tension and the right height, you're going to take both your fingers and you just pinch that loop right there to hold it in place, to keep that tension on. With your free hand, you want to take the rope, you want to put it over your strand that's left, and then you can just pull it through. You want to create a little loop there, and I'll show you why I do that in a sec. Until it butts up against that knot. Stretch it tight. And there it is. So now you have a trucker's hitch. And the reason why you put a loop through is that now it's quick release. So now you have your right tension you want. When you want to do it, undo it, you just pull on this loose strand and the whole knot is going to come undone. So when you would use this, as I was referring to earlier, is when you're placing a tarp over your tent or your picnic area or your cooking area. Now you can just throw your tarp right over. Of course, you're going to set up the appropriate heights. And now you have a ridge line or a ridge pole, in this case a ridge line, to hold your tarp up. And you can anchor your 4 corners of your tarp and use pulleys, and now you got a nice little setup. So it's as easy as that. If you have any questions or comments, you can message me directly, and I'm happy to clarify and show you other knots. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps.